The dream of being one of the world's
Her life's ambition was to be a star.
never recover from the public standard.
Well, you know, I've been a Lions fan my entire life, probably since the day I was born.
Yeah, before the Slaughterhouse Live, before Matt picked me up, well, I was taking salsa dancing lessons, and it's getting pretty good. They were, my teacher, he was going to have me go on the pro circuit.
My love for the Lions is, it's not just me. I'm not the only person that cares about this team.
Well, when Matt first approached me with the show, kind of thought he was a little crazy. But it was pretty much the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
You know, people said he's a pushover. It's like, oh, he's a pushover. He'll do whatever you want. So, you know, I tested the waters. I was like, Brennan, walk over there. And he did. I was like, Brennan, take 2 steps to your left. And he did. I was like, Brennan, bark like a dog. He's like, ruff, ruff. You know, I mean, I don't think it's a pushover. I think that's just somebody looking for direction.
Matt is the greatest teacher of karate ever. I've learned everything from his master expertise. Pretty much, he's my Mr. Miyagi.
It's funny because Brendan thinks that Matt is teaching him karate.
Karate. Well, his heart is here in Detroit. He was born in Chicago, raised in Chicago. He used to be a Bears fan.
Because I hate the Green Bay Packers with a passion.
Here. Now, I understand we're rebuilding, but I want the Detroit Lions to be a little bit better than they were the year before. And I think if we make progress every year, I think that's a good thing. I mean, I understand this last season everybody got stir crazy and said, oh my God, you know, we won 6 games, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. It's a very unlikely story. It could happen, and it probably will next year.
Alvin Johnson had one of the best rookie seasons for a wide receiver. People are forgetting that he was a rookie and he had to take over the starting role. The guy was rushing touchdowns in. He's amazing. He's going to be one of the greatest receivers ever in the entire league, the whole history of the NFL. He's amazing and good looking to boot.
But John Kitna, not only a great leader of men, he has phenomenal morals and just an incredible drive to lead this team like no other quarterback in our near future is going to do.
He's alright. I think we can do better, but he will be a great teacher for the next great quarterback, whoever that may be. For Dan Orlovsky, because that guy's got an arm.
I've worked with better subjects. These guys, they're all right, but I mean, they get the job done. They listen to the director quite well. You know, they throw ideas around by themselves and just really go with the flow. I mean, they have squabbles a lot, and I'd like to wring their necks a lot of times.
Oh, me and Brendan, we fight all the time. Creative controversy. I'll say, let's talk about the game, and Brendan says, let's talk about clouds, or Pokemon, or, you know, Halo. And I just kind of got to wiggle my keys in front of him and say, no, we're doing a Lions show.
Way too drunk, we're going to go to the game.
I've had a few objects thrown at me. One was a Lions helmet. The other was a football. During our Halloween special, we actually went through 5 pumpkins because I kept on telling them to sit down, and they didn't really like that. There was a few other instances. We've had to replace the camera a bunch of times. We've gone through 3 or 4 mascots.
What our goal is in this next season is to you know, really try to bring all the Detroit Lions fans in to give them exactly what they want to hear, which is the truth.
Weaknesses that the Lions need to strengthen. are our offensive line, and we got to get our secondary, beefed up before the season starts. Get some cornerbacks, get some offensive linemen, help protect Hitna so we can make some good throws. Get Kelvin Johnson in the end zone.
We've teamed up this year for this next season. We've hooked up with DetroitTailgate.com. These guys run one of the biggest tailgates in Detroit. They're phenomenal. And I mean, the food, the atmosphere, the bands, everything they have going is just fantastic. These guys couldn't do it any better. And they do it better than we do. And some of our greatest times is hanging out with them. If anybody gets a chance, you got to get on their website at DetroitTailgate.com. You got to check them out.
And pretty much the greatest thing that's ever happened to both of us. Well, me especially. Let's face it, I have nothing more.
We love each other. Not in a gay way.
Well, there's enough idiots in Detroit for the show to take off, but they got a good thing going. They're pretty fun to see on camera.
Kind of wish I stuck with salsa, to tell you the truth. Thought I could have gone places better.